Hello, my name is Orlando Murrin. I'm one of the community of Lipati fans around the world. I made my career in magazine journalism, in lifestyle magazines, and about 2 years ago I decided to indulge a lifelong passion of mine and research the life of Dinu Lipati. I found out a lot about his life. I think there are still plenty of gaps which we don't know about, but the recent publication of the letters of Lipati have been absolutely fascinating and have really given us a greater understanding of his fascinating and complicated and wonderful personality. Quite a lot of my friends knew that I was researching Lipati, and about a year ago, two different friends from completely different walks of life said to me that they knew someone who had a few seconds of Lipati on film. Well, I thought, I wish. Pigs might fly. However, I secured an introduction to the woman in question. She's a very remarkable woman. She's a Swiss woman called Ursula Jones, who was married to a very famous British trumpet player called Philip Jones, and she's well known in the musical world because she's a great benefactress of young musicians and concerts in general. She showed me her father's collection of cine films from the late 1940s and the early 1950s, and when she did this in her house in North London, my jaw dropped to the floor because there were 27 seconds of Dinu Lipati at a garden party, enjoying himself with his wife. Not just that, some other amazingly famous and erudite figures from the post-war musical scene were also on these films. The films are very flickery. Ursula's father, who took the films, had a very unsteady hand, not because he shook, but because he was always trying to get onto the next thing. He was a very impatient man. He was also a very talented man because apart from being a highly successful lawyer, he'd also been an Olympic sprinter in his youth. Anyway, I hope that you enjoy the film. I enjoyed cutting it together, the different pieces from hours and hours of cine films, into a 5-minute short film in the style of a silent movie, although there is a soundtrack which I hope you will recognise. And it moves very quickly. It's very flickery because of the nature of the ancient cine film, but I hope that you're pleased to see what we have discovered of Lipati on film, and with any luck, maybe there's some more out there. We hope that this film will encourage a documentary producer, perhaps, to think about making a proper documentary about Lipati, something that there hasn't been, which is the reason that we're at the moment keeping the film quite private, in the hope that that's a kind of lure for a producer. Otherwise, it would be up on YouTube for everyone to enjoy immediately, but that's the reason that we're doing that. So we're just limiting it to very, very few screenings, really one per country for the time being. So I hope you enjoy it, and over to you, and thank you for asking me to show the film at your festival.